Oh yeah.
Was it his girlfriend or fiance?
Fiance.
Fiance was Romanian. Yeah.
So you view America as really expensive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on your lifestyle, you know. For
Yeah.
me, it's really cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, I just wanted to. When I went vegan in 2010, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. You know, running around. I mean, in Connecticut, life is crazy. You know, just run around to make the money and pay the bills, and
It's a very high cost area.
yeah, high cost, very high cost. And I was like, you know, I want to get out of the rat race. I don't want to do this. You know, I want to be in a place where there's plenty of sunshine and I can grow some good fruit and I can enjoy
You
life.
can't do that in Romania.
No.
Yeah.
I would have moved back there. Yeah, I have land over. I have a 2.5 acre fruit orchard with like 200 mature fruit trees.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, and the house on it.
Yeah.
But you know, there's no sun half year, so.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of, is it apples or what kind
Apples, pears, cherry trees, walnuts, all kinds of stuff.
Did you plant all that yourself?
No, my grandparents and grandparents.
Okay. Okay.
So I said, okay, what's my next best option? You know, I could go down to like Ecuador or Costa Rica, but that's, you know, too many unknowns and it's too far, too remote, and I don't know the language, don't know the culture, don't know anyone. And so I decided, you know, to come down to Florida because the mainland U.S. is the best place for this kind of stuff. And so I started to look on the East Coast, but it was too crowded and too expensive. I looked all the way from Homestead up to like West Palm Beach, but there's not much land available and it's very expensive. So then I expanded my search and land started to pop up in this area around Naples, and I said, okay, let's check out the Naples area. So I came down in 2011 December to check out the area. I stayed for like 3-4 days and rented a car and drove around and talked to people. That's when I found out that every second person in Florida is a real estate agent.
There are a lot of them here.
When I talked to people and then they found out what I wanted, they reached in their pocket immediately and I'm a real estate agent. Call me. And when
Where are your cards? Are they in that pocket?
I'm not licensed in Florida right now.
Oh, just North Carolina?
Yeah, well, North Carolina and Maryland, but I mean,
okay.
I've been licensed in Virginia too. But I mean, I will get my license in Florida. I mean, I've got properties in Florida, but I just don't do any business like that. So eventually.
That's why you didn't get a card yet.
No, I'm not. It doesn't. I don't. If I meet people, I don't give them a card anyway. I mean, actually, they know me from social media anyway. That's how I get all my business. They just because I have all these groups on Facebook, and people just know that I'm in the business, so I don't have to tell them that. You know, they call me. It's good. That's why I like the internet. But yeah, eventually I will. I don't know when. But I was the same way when I moved to North Carolina from Maryland. I was licensed in Maryland. I had business in Maryland. I was still doing stuff in Maryland. I still am doing stuff in Maryland. But it took me a number of years until I got to North Carolina to actually get my license. I don't know. I don't know when it's done. And that's kind of how it was in North Carolina. There's some things, like so many people are contacting me. I'm like, okay, I have to get my license now.
And you said you own a landscaping company?
Yeah, I do in Maryland. Yeah, so that's a business I still have in like elementary school. I still own it. I have a shipping container on like a 300-acre farm up there.
Rocky's he's such a lover.
You know, that's where I run my business.
So, but I mean, you manage it. I mean, obviously you're not
I
there
go.
right now.
I go. And that's why I'm saying one of the reasons I can't be here in April and May is because that's prime time for landscaping business in a colder climate. So I'll be.
But you don't do landscaping down here.
No.
Wait, you still do that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, like I said, I have a shipping container on a 300-acre farm. I got a truck and a trailer, all the equipment up there. You know, I've been doing that since I was like 8, 9, whenever I could push a lawnmower. It's fun. Yeah, I make money off of it, and I got a really nice setup there. Even when I left Maryland, I wasn't sure. I was like, how am I going to keep this going? I just happened to know somebody who happened to say, okay, you can. I had to pay him rent. It's not much, but it's an awesome setup there. As long as it keeps working, I'm going to keep doing it. Plus I get to see, go to DC every once in a while up there. So.
And is it pretty much just like a maintenance landscaping, or do you do like design work as well?
No. It's maintenance, that's all that we're doing.
Irrigation? Or?
No, none of that. It's too much labor. You know, if anything that's labor related, I'll have a guy that works with me. I don't have any employees. I don't have any like that. But I got another company will do that for me. And he does like my snow removal. I used to do that. Actually, that truck I used to use for snow removal. A truck 17 years old, and that's what I used. You know, and I was like, that was actually the one I would use every day in the business too. So I bought the land down here, and then I drove it down here. I was like, okay, I need a 4-wheel drive. I need a truck, and that's not going to be reliable enough. You know, it's never broken down. It's 17 years old, and I'm like,
is it a Toyota?
Yeah. I'm like, it's not going to be okay for daily use. I need to get another one. You know, if I want to keep that business going anyway, because I cannot afford to break down. But the maintenance, it's like, you know, like you got to run it like a military operation. If something breaks, it's a major problem. To make money off of it anyway.
Yeah, I've heard about the Toyota trucks. They just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, it's good. It's been good. My other Toyota was better than this one. This one's not the same. I mean, I'll tell you, I've owned like Hondas and Toyotas, and the ones that are made in Japan are better. They are. The parts that they build over there are better. I mean, because this one was built in the United States. It was the first Toyota, or the Tundra. That was the original Tundra. I got that in summer of '99. You know, I got like within the first month that it came out, I got it, and it has an engine transmission and drive axle from Japan, but everything else is sourced in the United States, and it's not the same as my old 1990 Toyota. That thing was nothing ever went wrong with nothing, you know. But this one I definitely have had issues with. But I think it's gotten better over the years. The parts, because it's 17 years old. I think in 17 years they probably improved things.
Yeah, my sister had a Toyota pickup truck for a long time. I think it was a Tundra.
Yeah.
And she lived out in Yellowstone out west, and she took it everywhere.
Yeah, well, this is a great size too, especially for what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I got to drive these narrow paths.